Hey, welcome. Devin, I was laughing so hard when that came through. Thank you for reducing. That's so good. Treble Wolf, thank you so much for resubbing with Prime. I appreciate it. It's incredible. I'm like super grateful that you guys feel like you want to do that to be a part of this channel, and I feel like thank you isn't enough, but I don't know what else to do. So I'm just going to keep doing my thing, and I hope you guys enjoy. We are here in the first week of December. Yeah, autocorrect is the worst. Okay, so just to kind of recap what we did last time, since it's been about 2 weeks now, I started a track 2 weeks ago that we will continue to work on through the end of the year. The idea is that hopefully we'll get this finished before the start of the year, and then it will be released in January. So you guys will get to see like the entire process, and then it will just be up on Spotify. So with that being said, let's pop in and kind of take a listen to what we got, and then we'll kind of go from here and see what we're gonna work on today. Okay, so I like this a lot. I think we got like a really cool start. The question is gonna be like where do we kind of go from here? I know last time we were kind of playing with some of these vocals, so let's kind of see what these sound like. I don't know if they're gonna sound any good or not. Oh my gosh, why is that so loud? Is this loud for you guys, or maybe my headphones are just like jacked way the heck up? Jay, welcome in. Thank you for the sub. Man, two people. That's huge. That's incredible. 12 months. I know. That's amazing. You actually pay for your own sub now. Okay, so yeah, the vocals sound pretty loud. Maybe it's because, yeah, let's just turn them down. Okay, so with us having more time, I'm going to get a little more granular. Usually with this, what I do is I just kind of like try and crank stuff out as fast as I can. But again, you know, we got, well, let's see, how much time do we got? We got another 3 weeks. So we have a full month of working on this song before we need to have it like fully done. So that gives us plenty of time to work on stuff, which is awesome. Okay, so I don't love that kind of like whatever that is, so let's just cut that out. Is it there, maybe? Okay, cool. So let's see what this sounds like. I really like the idea of kind of having vocal chops in here. Whoops. It's Man, those Civics are they're tough cars nowadays, aren't they? Able to just drive over water. Or maybe you're going underwater, who knows. Okay, so let's get some structure down here. We'll do my favorite trick, this time marker trick. So we'll go like intro, and then we're gonna have kind of like a, let's just call this a verse, and then what I want is a breakdown, and then we're gonna add build, and that's gonna go over here, and then we're gonna add a drop, and then we're gonna go, let's go verse 2, breakdown, build, drop, verse 2, let that play out for 4, and then we'll go breakdown, build, drop, and then we'll go outro. Actually, let's just delete it. We'll call it end. Go end. I do a lot of outros on my music, and I'm trying to do something a little different. So, okay, so by the time the song's over, it'll be like 3.5 minutes, which is great. And I can always kind of mess with this, but basically the gist of it is this. So, oh, dude, pasta sounds great. Yeah. I'm always curious if you guys have like the same brands, or if it's like the same brands but they use different names or something. You know, like we have Barilla is like a pretty popular brand here. It's like a blue container with like a yellow label. And it's fine, but it's definitely not like great. Okay, so we have our intro here is pretty, it's pretty energetic because it's got these drums. So I think if we just do like this, and then yeah, and then we'll build up from there. They made snowflake pasta. That's actually kind of sick, not gonna lie. Amanda, welcome in. Jay's just like munching on dry pasta. I used to do that in college. I don't remember if I had like heard somewhere that it fills you up or something, but it was like, oh yeah, it's like safe to eat just like dry pasta. So I just take spaghetti and like munch on it sometimes, but it's a little too hard though, so I don't recommend it. Okay, what are we looking for? Build up. Well, actually, let's just find like a clap. I need to start doing my own drums again. I've been too reliant on the loops. Yeah, uncooked ramen would be a little. Did I say ramen? I meant spaghetti. Ramen would be a little tricky, I feel like. Okay, let's do this. Oh, whoops. Clap. Okay, good. Okay, so no, you're good. It's one of those days where I'm like, am I saying the right thing? Okay, now let's see what they've got for build. Let's go my library and then let's see. See, now, you know, that is great when you do it on like a salad. You got salad dressing and the dressing kind of softens it a little bit. That's a little intense. Let's see. Goodness. It's like the hard thing with making music and going through sample packs and stuff is trying to not like jump scare yourself accidentally. Why is this? Oh, building blocks, that's why. Build up. Maybe. Oh, if I want guitars on anything, that'd be fun. I will definitely let you know, because I have some stuff that I think could maybe be really cool with guitar. Why is... What is that? Oh yeah, what key are we in? F sharp major. Let's just do that. Let's find some weird. Let's go like loop. I'm just gonna do that, and then we'll do loops. Key F sharp major. Yeah, that's. That's kind of sick. That's actually super cool. I'm gonna save that for later. Oh, okay. This is really fun. I like some of these sounds. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, these anything that's like house or new disco is 100% like the modern day kind of Daft Punk sound. This one. This is 100% been like my vibe recently. And we could maybe do something pretty cool with it. I bet we could do something. Okay, this is the fun part of making music now. Let's go into Slice X here. If I can find it. Alright. Slice X. And of course it closed. Alright. I do like that it's like a little out of tune almost. Okay, so let's see. Oh, are my pads not gonna work on this? Dang it. Oh, that's kind of a fun way to picture it. Oh, that makes, yeah. Okay, so let's play around with this, because I think the cool thing that we could do here is we kind of have this. Actually, maybe this won't work at all, but that's the fun thing with trying things. So we're gonna actually just slap this in here, and we're gonna. Should we slow it down a little bit? Maybe speed it up. a little much. Let's make sure we're in. Yeah, okay. So, well, let's see. What are the... Okay, that is not in time at all. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to use it here. Maybe we take these and throw them in. Okay, so we're gonna just go like piano sample thing, and then we're gonna piano roll. Actually, we're gonna here, let me loop this real quick, and then I can just kind of play on top of it. This actually might require a little bit more like intentional chopping. Piano Sam. We're gonna piano 2 actually will work really well for this. Okay, the tricky part here, I think, I know I just kind of like locked in there for a minute, is going to be getting this to then like be dancier, because we're kind of sad right now. I don't love those claps, but we'll change them up. Do you guys think it's a little too chaotic, or do you like it? I feel like it's maybe a touch chaotic. I don't know that I mind it. I do want to change this. Okay, so let's kind of like, let's see if we can simplify this a little bit. I'm very much of the like creative mindset that the best things will always be in their simplest form, and that doesn't mean that things won't be complex, but it means that like complexity for the sake of complexity won't be good, right? But complexity, if it's the simplest version of trying to tell a story, will be great, you know. So, and I think this is a little too complex for no reason. Like maybe this. Yeah, like we didn't need that thing in there. Yeah, see, one simple change. Okay, so let's just delete these. It's gonna be okay, and then we'll like should be there, and then there, and then there. See, like, and then maybe like a this. Okay, let's actually take the vocals out. I do enjoy them in here, but just to kind of iron this in. I wonder if I slowed the song down just a little bit. Never mind. Okay, does that feel better? Is it still a little bit chaotic? I can't quite decide. Also, let me know if there's an ad break, because there's supposed to be ad breaks. I didn't realize or recognize if there was one last time, but there might have been, and I might have just been like working through it. So definitely shout in the chat if there's something going on. I just am like missing it. Okay, so that's piano 2, so let's throw that on 33. We can do a little bit of effects. I don't really want to do a ton with this in terms of effects. So let's do a compressor. The reason we're going to do a compressor on this is if you listen to it, some of those sounds are like, some of them are really quiet and some of them are really loud. And a compressor will kind of like take those and like squash them a bit. So like the loud parts won't be as loud. The quiet parts won't be as quiet. Everything will be a little more uniform. So we just want like let's just do a leveler here. And then let's see what a transient shaper is going to sound like on this. It might not really be necessary. But we'll just kind of see. We'll do like an attack. That's kind of nice. Hey, there's the ad break. Weird. Maybe I was just like locked in last time, but I do want to put a really slight reverb on this just to give it a little bit of space. So let's do like this like tight plate. That sounds fantastic. Okay, now let's just unmute it and we'll play with the vocals and see what it sounds like. Ad starting in like 10 seconds. Once it starts, I'll take a pause here, but although I think almost all of you are subscribed, but still, I won't work on music during the ad break, don't worry. Okay, so I wonder what this would sound like with it. It's a little chaotic, but it's kind of fun. I feel like that's like most of my music at this point, though. Let's find a bass line. I promise as soon as that ad kicks in, I will stop. Instruments, synth, maybe bass. If they have it, I'm not seeing it. Hey, there's the ad. All right, our nice little ad break. I'll go back here just to make sure that I'm not like doing stuff, because if I don't do this, then I'll definitely keep working on things. But all right, Q&A time. How are you guys doing? How are your lives? What's new? What's going on? My drink of the day is in this really cool Zelda cup. I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but it might be a little hard to see if I do this. That probably makes it worse. It's got the like Breath of the Wild logo on it, which is really cool. April got it for me for release day of Tears of the Kingdom, so that's fun. The beverage, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it on stream, but we'll leave it at that. Let's see what is going on here. double check my like stream settings here. All right. Man, this is such a long ad break. Oh, yeah, mysterious beverage. Yeah, no, I was showing the stream, and I don't know, I can't really put anything behind it, but it's got the Breath of the Wild logo. It's really my favorite Zelda logo. Actually, I'll pull it up. We got a minute. Breath of the Wild Zelda logo. Really, everything about Breath of the Wild is just incredible. I don't know if you guys are Zelda fans at all or not, but can I open this in here? This is the logo here. It's so cool. I love how it's like feels like it's falling apart. It's like deteriorated. You still have the Master Sword in here, but the flower growing out of the Z. Oh, it's in the. I really like whatever this is in the middle. This like kind of. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a texture pattern kind of thing. It just looks so good. I think too, actually, since you mentioned that, let me switch back. I don't know what this is gonna do. A Link to the Past logo. I think this is part of the reason I like it. Let's go to images here. Yes. So, okay, so I played. This was the first ever Zelda game that I played. All right, ad's done, but we're not done talking about Zelda for a second. So this is what it does. It copies the same exact Z thing, and this is one of my favorite logos. It's got that same thing right in here. You can kind of see it, where it's got the diamond in the middle and then the two kind of like extended diamonds. And it's really cool that it's kind of a callback to that. And there's just that like old school kind of like, well, and this one's kind of deteriorated too, right? It's got that just classic Middle Ages kind of like warrior type thing, you know, the swords all battered up and stuff. And it really takes the same exact thing and then just makes it like dystopian. But like, the Japanese, I feel like, do this really cool thing with dystopian type stuff where it's not. I mean, sometimes it is, for sure. Sometimes it's just like dark, desolate, whatever. But I've seen a lot of Japanese media that is like, dystopian's the wrong word, but it's that like post-dystopian where things are like starting to grow back after like some catastrophic thing. And I think that's such a cool like vision of something. Yes, it very much does feel like ink, which is cool. It's like a stamp almost. Anyways, before I get to like... Actually, one last thing about Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild, like, I didn't play it on launch because I didn't have a Switch until like 3 years after they came out. But I think the idea behind Breath of the Wild, a lot of that like kind of regrowth and rebuilding and like very nature heavy type stuff is very much connected to the Skycaps music that I've been making, which is cool. So that's been like very fun. And then of course, actually, since I have it right here. And then this album came out. Porter Robinson's Nurture album, which is like one of my favorite albums of all time. Possibly my top album of all time. But this is very much responsible for a lot of the Skycap music I've been putting out. And so you kind of have these two things, and that's been pretty fun. But anyways, back to it. Okay, so we are in the song here. And I was going to find some sort of a bass loop, I think, in this F sharp major scale. And let's see if we can find one that is not that, maybe. Whoops. have no idea if that's going to match at all. Let's just try it. What's the worst that happens, you know? Sounds terrible. Okay, I think there's something there. I don't think this is quite the thing, but I think we could do something fun like that. Let's do, maybe Flex has something. Flex has some really fun, like, bass guitar type sounds. Oh, there's new free stuff. Ooh. Should have messed with that for Halloween. Oh well. So Flex is really cool. It's like a built-in kind of sample-based plugin inside of FL Studio. I really like it because they've got some good, and you know, all this stuff is, all of these are free. I might have paid for one or two of them, but like, you know, they've got these like fun, like. Oh yeah, I gotta transpose this. So what are we in? F sharp. Let me double check that that's actually right. And, you know, it's a free plugin, so it's not going to sound, like, phenomenal, but it's kind of fun. Okay, so. Okay. I will say this. I think the one thing I struggle with the most, like by far, is bass lines. I'm really bad at them. I really don't understand them, and I really have a hard time finding a sound that works well as a bass line. But today, we have like 23 minutes left. So why don't we nail down a sick bass line, and then the cool thing about this is we will have an intro, a verse. Actually, you know, before I get carried away with that, and then it'll give me a week to try and learn bass lines a little bit better, let's focus on this breakdown of this build, because that way we can kind of progress with the song, and then we'll have this. And I mean, I think this is mostly good. It's like... You know, I think we could do something there, but let's get from this to that first. So maybe let's reverb out this vocal a little bit. Let's actually put it in here. Vocals. Oh, that's probably why. I had all these effects. Okay, let's get like a crash symbol in here. I'm sure I've got plenty of them, so. Let's do that one. Impact. And then I like to do this thing. I know it's probably not necessary, but I will line it up with the bar here. Because then sometimes what they'll do is like the tail might have some like chopping on it or something. And if you do this, it'll at least be like lined up with everything. Oh yeah, and then I hated these claps. That's right. Let's do clap. Sure, let's do that. I need to see the claps, and then I can do that. And then let's actually, I'm sure I have, whoops, some build-up stuff in here. I think I'd searched this before, but let's just try this. Okay, and then let's find, my favorite part is like a nice drum fill. Actually, that's kind of sick. Let's see what this does. It's actually like way longer than I thought it was going to be. No problem. Okay, yeah, that is not it. Wait, that's actually pretty sick. I want like a nice snare hit on this though, so let's find a snare. Maybe like a weird little There we go. Okay, yeah. I'm liking that a lot. Let's grab this. We'll replace it. Okay. Yep. I like where this is headed. What are those rainbow? What are those? That's really funny. I didn't realize you can like click on things and find out where they're from. Nice. Narwhals. Dude, narwhals are the best. Okay, this drop might be like one of the coolest things I've ever made. Oh. That's really funny. That startled me. My like light just died because I forgot to plug it in. For some reason. Oh, I remember why. I had unplugged it. All right, there we go. Now we're back. You guys can see me again. Okay, so I need to figure out some way to take this. Actually, you know what? You know what we're going to do here? Because something that I thought would be really fun to do, and I don't think I've done this yet, but I'll definitely do it for this stream, is to take the song and throw it up on SoundCloud, because I can just throw whatever I want up on SoundCloud. And then that way you guys can like listen to it back. If you want to, if you're like really vibing with it. And then each week I'll kind of like, you know, update it. And then at the end, obviously we'll have like the released version. So, with that in mind, let's try and like fill it out. So we'll like put the music in kind of everywhere, and then that way it'll kind of be listenable. There we go. We have a full song. Look at that. It was that easy. I wonder what it would sound like to pitch this up. Let's do a pitch shifter. Devin, thank you so much for the subscription. That's 3 today. That's incredible. You guys are the best, honestly. Like, I know, especially with it being like Spotify Wrapped season and everything, and everyone's posting all these metrics and stuff. Like, I know I posted some yesterday about it, or whenever that came out. Like, I really am incredibly grateful. I know we have a very small community, and it's super fun because you guys all kind of know each other and stuff. But like, it really does mean a lot to me that I can like come on here and have you guys in the chat, and like I can release music and people will be hyped about it. Like, even if it's a handful of people, like it really does. It makes a huge difference, because I've spent a lot of my music career releasing into the void and having nobody care about it. So to have even just a couple people care about it has been like so cool. It's so fun. And that sounds horrible, so we're gonna delete it. But anyways, all that sappy sentimental stuff to say that like you guys are awesome. I really do appreciate like every dollar, every minute, every stream, every like everything you guys do for me. It does not go unnoticed, and it never will. Like, I 100% believe me, if things ever happen, if I ever like blow up, if I'm ever like a big name touring artist, all of you guys, free tickets for life, whatever. Like, you guys are the best. And then you can be like, oh yeah, I was there when he made that song live on stream, which is kind of cool. Well, we'll try and make it happen. Who knows? This song is sounding pretty dang good right now. This part needs some work. I think next stream, and I know this was kind of supposed to be the focus of the stream, but I think next stream, this breakdown's gonna, because it goes a little too intense to like. Maybe I throw the kick drums in here. No, it's a little. Okay, what is this piano? It's just Labs. So let's copy this, clone it. I love these, except I can never remember which one's which. This guy who makes these, the Felt Sounds guy, he's really cool. Felt Instruments. I've talked to him a little bit. He makes all of these different plugins. And they're really cool because he like will find these vintage like synthesizers and stuff and sample them, and then that's how he makes the plugin. A little weird, although it is fun. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, and then let's rename this to Pad. This is a really fascinating song. So I intended it to kind of sound a little sad. Right, which is why we ended up with this like this intro. Like, so I've talked about this a little bit before, just to kind of give you guys an idea of like where I'm coming from. And let me really see how much time I actually can stream for. Give me 1 second. Okay, I can stream for like maybe another 10 minutes. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? Like, so it started out like I've been obsessed for a long time with the idea, and largely to that Porter Robinson album that I was talking about earlier. Like, I felt like he really captured the idea of what it sounds like to be inside of like your idyllic, like picturesque spring day, and that became like kind of an obsession for me of like, how do I make music that sounds like a spring or summer day? Because it really is like my favorite season. I mean, I think growing up in Washington, like it is, the sun sets at 4:30 p.m. here in the winter, and it's like depressing, right? So anyways, I got locked on this idea of like, okay, well, how do I make something that sounds like my favorite thing in the world, which is a day where you wake up and it's like 70, 75 degrees outside for like the majority of the day, and there's like flowers blooming, there's sun, like there's these giant white puffy clouds in the sky. Like, that is my favorite thing in the world. And I was like, how do I make music that really like captures that? And that's kind of been a lot of my music. And I think it kind of like, maybe not peaked, but like Emerge, I think, really tried to capture that idea, that EP that I dropped recently. But then I started to think, well, what would like a fall or winter day kind of sound like? And I think that's kind of what this started out as, is like that idea of how do I capture the feelings of something that is the opposite of what I'm used to, or the opposite of what I really love. And I think it's been interesting because it's, for some reason, it's really easy for me to like hear what spring sounds like, but it's really hard for me to hear what like fall and winter sounds like. But I think it's funny because I've spent so much time in the spring and summer stuff, but this drop kind of sounds like that. But maybe it's because of the key, or maybe it's because of some of the rhythmic elements, but I think it does kind of capture some of like the sadder, slower moments of life that kind of fall and winter bring along. Obviously, winter has some really like fun excitement to it, especially like the Christmas time stuff. You know, you've got like snow falling, like there's some very much like joyful, happy moments in that. But I really like the idea of trying to capture like what it means to have like trees that are like just sticks, you know, and like rain falling and like dead leaves and yeah, melancholy, cozy, that kind of stuff. So, and it's fascinating that it kind of started out like that and then transitions into this kind of like dancier, clubbier thing that's like a little bit more hopeful maybe, but it's still not entirely like euphoric by any means. So I do like the direction it's going. It doesn't really feel like the type of thing that you would be able to play at a club though, which is funny. Although I don't know that most of my stuff has really ever felt like that. But that's a different thing for a different day. That's fair. Let's listen to this again. Let's bump this up an octave. Oh, wait. Wait a second. That's so perfect. That's so good. That's... Okay, wait. We can do something super cool with this. Okay, let's clone this. Let's pop this up an octave. And then let's see if that sounds... Because that might sound so sick with this. That was crazy. I don't know that I've ever had it. Something that I do that's like that immediately like perfect. That was awesome. That's so cool. Okay, let's listen to it with this. That's a little too high. I think what I'll do is I'll do this and just drop the volume a bit, and then like this is supposed to like there's this knob down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's supposed to like separate things. Kind of like a stereo sound. I don't know that it does a whole lot, but that on 45. Maybe if I like EQ out some of the high end on this. It's a little too bright. Whoops. Low pass. And like reverb it just a little bit. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we've made some great progress today. I'm super stoked about that. I think that's the easily the funnest part about music production is when you get in those moments where you're working on something and you're kind of like, yeah, like I like this, like it's good, but like I don't quite know what to do. And then you just start kind of messing around with stuff, and then you find that thing. And like I said, I don't know that I've ever had this happen before, but that was just so perfect. Like, listen to it without it. Whoops. Wait, how did we end up with two pads? That is not what we wanted. Okay, listen to it without it. Like, it's good, but it's kind of sad. Now, that adds so much energy. Like, the tension. Oh, man, that's just... I wonder if there's, like, a filter on this, too. That's so good. Maybe I will drop this back down. So the cool thing is, like, this, we know it's stuttered to the 16th notes because it's, this pulse thing is on, like, you can turn that off, or you can change it to, like, 30 seconds. That's awesome. Okay. Well, with that, it's perfect time to end it. Yeah, so I'm going to literally, like, as soon as this stream is over, I am going to just bounce this out, throw it up on SoundCloud. I'll post a link on Instagram and everything. And then that way you guys can listen to it during the week. And then next week, once we make even more changes, then I'll take that version, throw it up on SoundCloud, and then you guys can kind of see the progression of it over time, which I think will be really cool. So, but yeah, with that said, we're gonna close out the stream. I am going to just, like, let this play out, I think. So yeah, it's like a solid, I mean, it's at like 3.5 minutes right now, which is sick. But yeah, anyways, thank you again, guys. Treble Wolf, Gamer J, Devin, Delilah, Lovett, you guys all subbed today, which is just incredible. You guys are absolutely the best. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will probably be posting on socials and stuff during the week, but yeah, we'll probably be back here same time, same place next week. I don't know. I do want to squeak an extra stream in sometime, but I'll let you guys know what that ends up looking like. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. So much. You guys are the best. And I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend.